Okay, so what we have here now is the startings of my vegetable stew or vegetable soup or whatever the hell you want to call it. So right here we have, and I don't measure much when I cook. I just cut some shit up. Some chopped up red potatoes. There's no tomatoes in this. Here I got some chopped onion, celery, and collard greens, and most of that is collard greens. You see, that's a pretty big bowl there. That's all collard greens there. I got garlic, and that's going in just like that because it's just gonna cook down. This here is some cans of just regular corn and pinto beans that I rinsed out and strained. Don't know if I'm putting all of that in there, but that's pretty much it right there. And I got some carrots and cabbage, and most of that is cabbage. As you can see, that's a pretty big bowl, and that's all cabbage. And that is the base. Well, that's basically all the ingredients of my soup right there. Okay, so what I got now is my stock or my broth, which is I got beef broth in there right now. I don't know why it's so hard to find vegetable broth, but you can use whatever you want, soup mix or water or whatever, but I like to use broth. And I have over here, this is some seasoning I found at the 99-cent only store of all places. And I used it in the last soup I made. Let me see, focus. And it turned out pretty good. And it comes with that little pasta and whatever the hell else is in there. And all that, you won't even notice that with the rest of the stuff I got here. So I just pour that in there. Get in there. Okay. Yeah, so stir that up in there. Stir. It's steamy. Yeah, ooh, shit. I got some pepper in it or something. That shit moved right up in my nose. Okay. Got that good. And another thing I like to do is I always put a little oil. And this is just extra virgin olive oil, nothing fancy. But I like a little oiliness with my food, so it helps give, especially when you're going all vegetable, you need some fats in there to kind of get you satiated. It'll give you a satiated feeling. All right, so I'm gonna stir this up. It already came to a boil, and now I'm about to just fill this pot up with as much of that stuff as I can. Okay, so yeah, I put all that shit in this pot. You see, it's a regular size stock pot. I put all that stuff in here. It looked like a regular mess now, but the way you got to do it is with all the stuff that I had in there, because a lot of this stuff is going to cook down. Of course, y'all know cabbage is going to cook down, and the collard greens are going to cook down, and a lot of this stuff won't even be in this, like the cloves of garlic, the celery. A lot of that stuff, by the time it's finished cooking and you start serving, you won't even see it in there. So yeah, I put the collard greens in first because you can't really cook those too long. Then I put the cabbage, then the potatoes, the garlic, and all this stuff. So the stuff up on top is either stuff like this corn and stuff that's already cooked, or the potatoes, which will cook, but you don't want to cook too long. By the time I come back to check this, the cabbage and the collard greens will be close to done, and I can stir this up and leave it in there for a little bit and get ready to eat. So I brung the broth up to a boil before I put the seasoning in, so I'm not going to try to bring this to a boil. I'm just going to put it in there, lower the heat, and let it sit probably about 30 minutes or so. It don't take that long to cook, so check y'all in a little bit. Okay, so I'm checking this stuff now. Ooh, I stirred it up a little bit before I went and got my phone to record, and of course it looks a lot better. What's gonna happen is all the corn and beans and stuff that I had on top is just gonna sink down to the bottom of the goddamn pot. Yeah, so yeah. Actually, the cabbage and the uh, collard greens were pretty well done. Woo, woo, it's hot. Hold on for a second. Oh yeah, yeah. So that's gonna cook for a little bit more. These potatoes are still hard. What I'm gonna put the top back on and pretty much just let this simmer till everything gets soft. Giggity. It's gonna be on. Okay, so it is done. All right. As you can see, it is nice and let's set this over here. Don't you fall. Yeah. All right. Where's my damn spoon? Here we go. Yeah, so all this is nice and tender and ready to go. Like I say, this is my simple recipe for vegetable stew or vegetable soup or whatever you want to call it. Um, Easy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing complicated about it. You find a bunch of vegetables, put that shit in the pot, make it hot. That's it. Pretty much. So hopefully that'll spur some ideas for some people to go out and cook some stuff and have somewhat healthy eating. And this is mine right here. Yeah, it's for to go down. Big time, baby. So I'm fit to enjoy. I hope y'all enjoy it too. Try it out. It's good.